Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, of course. It's been a while.
Has been a while. So I guess now we're just waiting for Deja. Hi, Deja. I'm in the process of writing my blog right now, and so this is kind of just like along with it. And I wanted to talk to you guys because I miss you, and I'm curious about not just my experience, but your guys' too. It may be completely different from mine. So I have some questions. What do you guys miss the most about volleyball?
I would probably say just the playing and like the familiarity of like being around you guys and just playing the sport that I used to play almost 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I just miss playing with you guys. Like, I have 2 younger sisters, so I can play with them, but it's not the same. It's not the same as being with y'all.
No, I totally get that. I've missed so much just like the competition of it.
Yeah.
Right.
That like mental aspect of it, of just kind of like releasing all that energy through, because it's different than just working out, which is so
Totally.
if I can just run on
sure.
the treadmill, I'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I miss the adrenaline rush.
Yeah. The pressure.
Right?
You actually have like hold yourself accountable for
Oh
something.
my God, right?
There's a camaraderie between teammates, and I didn't even like realize it goes deeper than just kind of like a friendship because you're working together for a common goal. So like without that aspect of it, it's just like a crazy mental component.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, is Gabby here? Gabby! I'm so Hi, Gabby.
Hello.
What do you think about volleyball?
The people, traveling with my mom.
Yeah. Just kind of having something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's kind of that structure of like, I have to wake up, I have to go to school, and then I have practice, and then I repeat and do it again. So there's like a structure to it all.
Right.
How has everything, like being absent, everything affected your mental health?
I'm not going to say I always thought I was weird, but I guess I always thought I was just like abnormal compared to other people in terms of my personality. So spending time with myself, which kind of sounds weird, but like spending time with myself and realizing how I actually function all the time.
No, I totally get that.
Helped me realize, oh, well, I don't have to be like so-and-so because so-and-so is not me.
Right. I guess I had kind of a similar, but the flip side, having a lot of alone time with just my thoughts, because, as soon as club volleyball starts, it's just school, volleyball, and then, exam season. Right. Like, it's just go, go, go all the time. I don't have that time to, like, sit down and actually, like, think about stuff. It's just like, okay, I got to do this and this and this, and then done, go to bed and do it again.
Exactly.
Right. So I think having all of this time, it's a lot of time, because I found that I didn't do a lot of things because I thought I didn't have the time to do them. I have lots of time, but I still didn't do those things.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah, you have a lot of time to yourself. And like it's hard not being with your friends and like playing volleyball and doing things that you actually that make you feel good. And just, I don't know. You just feel kind of lonely.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we would go to volleyball and we would have all of like our friends and we'd have each other, but now that's removed and we don't really have that anymore.
Like we spend the majority of our time together.
Literally.
Yeah, we would spend so much time together. It was like family, and then to just go like cold turkey,
Yeah, it's hard coming being such a social person and then having to like isolate from everybody.
Because I have almost become like, I would have called myself an extrovert before,
Oh,
But
intern.
through all of this, I have just completely
Deja.
introverted. Like, I am just not. I was talking to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I honestly don't want to hang out with anybody anymore. Like, I don't know how to do it.
I know.
I can't remember how to interact with other people.
Yeah, for sure.
And just that motivation to like see others is gone. Like, I was almost just at first I was so uncomfortable with being with just myself,
Mhm.
and then it almost turned to like normal.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the introvert side.
No, I've crossed. But I was like, when I was writing this piece, I was like thinking, I can't wait to go back to like the convention centers with all of
Right.
people. And then I almost felt like wrong to say, like I was like committing a sin to say that like we were gonna be with thousands of people in this like conference hall. I was like, oh my gosh, that just seems astronomical. Like, how can we go back to that?
I know. And I don't know about y'all, but I've watched like a lot of movies over quarantine, and every time I see like a group of people together, I'm like, they're not wearing masks. They're not 6 feet apart. Like, it's literally rewired my brain.
Yeah.
This whole pandemic, it's so crazy. I just want it to be over.
It just makes me feel like I'm missing out on like so much on just like life, really, because you're a teenager. Like, these are your teenage years, and it just sucks that it happened when we were like juniors
at our prime, basically.
At our prime.
Yeah.
Because senior year is either going to be really hard or smooth sailing. There's no in between.
Exactly.
No, definitely. And the other day, somebody complimented my mom's mask. They were like, "Oh, that's such a cute mask," and I was like, "What world are we in?"
Literally.
That's like a normal compliment now. I'm like, oh, well, when I go to school, what are they going to say now? Oh my God, your mask is so cute. Where'd you get it from? I've been looking all over Forever 21 and I just can't find a good mask. I don't know what to do.
So what are some things that you've been able to do that have helped you through this with your mental health, with just like keeping sane?
During the school year and having late practices, there would be days where I only got like 3 hours of sleep. So quarantine definitely helped my sleep schedule.
Oh, my sleep schedule is completely jacked. But
yeah, I would have said the opposite.
It just
I've been trying to like kind of rewire my diet too, because like I have so much more time to actually make home cooked meals and stuff. Like my lunches were like goldfish and a sandwich at school. My breakfast was some cereal.
Gourmet.
And like I would like have like Chick-fil-A over dinner. Just not good. And so now I'm trying to reteach myself how to actually eat food. And I feel like that's definitely helped me, because it's also something that I can focus on. Like, if I'm making food, then that's like an activity that I'm doing.
Right.
It's kind of like, it gives me something to do, and it's also like making me feel better.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about like my hair, because I finally, after 16 years of living, finally figured out how to do it by myself.
Yay!
So it was kind of just like a milestone for me. And I mean, I had all this time, and if I messed up, where was I going to go? Nobody was going to see it.
Who's going to care?
So, yeah, that's mainly what I've been doing. It took me forever to learn how to do this. I was sitting in front of the mirror for like 20 minutes. trying to figure out how to get it right.
So basically just like engaging in new activities.
Yeah, basically.
We can't do our old stuff. We have to find new things to take up our time. Because I've noticed, like, with volleyball players, we're constantly going and going, kind of like how you were saying earlier, Makayla. And so we kind of are wired to be busy constantly.
Right, to go.
Sure.
Because we don't even have our weekends. Like, we're out on our weekends. So this is like the longest period of time that I've had in like 7 years where there's not been anything.
Right. Oh yeah.
That absence of just like activity in general, like we're not even going to school. Like there's nothing. We have to kind of like fill that time out with things that we may otherwise not have even thought about. So I think that's definitely like a common thing I've heard is just engaging in new activities to just distract.
Oh yeah, it's really just a huge distraction. My mom, she noticed, she was like, you go from one project to the next, like you don't stop. And I'm like, yeah, because it feels weird.
Yeah.
I've been doing like weavings and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And embroidery, just to keep my hands moving. As soon as I finish one project, I go to the next one. So
Yeah.
Gabby, I hope we have class together. I don't want to have to make new friends online. That's scary.
I don't want to make new friends online.
I don't want to go online and
I
have
feel
to.
bad for you guys. I'm going in school.
We're going in 50% the second quarter. So in November, we're going in. It's going to be weird though, because I'm going to be used to people are going to be used to seeing me bummy. So I don't have to, there's no expectations. You're going to see the same thing you see online. Not changing. Sorry.
Well, now they were saying that like the school volleyball season is going to get pushed too
into the spring.
Yeah, for us it's now, and it's supposed to start February 15th.
And then go until like mid-April, I think.
That's just
like
weird.
It's supposed to go till like the beginning, like the April 1st, I think. I mean May 1st.
Okay.
But that's going to overlap with club if we even have it.
Exactly.
Like, there's just so many unknowns right now. So I guess we just have to keep our fingers crossed and our hopes high.
Yeah, because then you could do both, but it also depends on the timing.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to have to go from, like, after-school practice to regular club practice.
Right.
No, Coach Stavor makes us run too much for me to do that.
Right.
I think I would collapse.
Oh my gosh. So what are the things that you want to do when things reopen?
I want to go out to eat.
I know.
Yeah.
There's so many small things that we take.
Yeah.
I miss
travel to like just travel.
Yeah, like going to tournaments, like even just in Maryland, like it's not that far, but it's like a little adventure.
Yeah, exactly. It's new scenery.
Exactly. I've been in my house for the past like 4 or 5 months, whatever it is. Like I'm sick.
Maryland,
I'm sick of it.
like a trip.
I get excited when my parents send me to go get the food.
Yeah.
To the grocery store.
I'm going to the grocery store already.
And it's so crazy to think. We, like our last practice, we were getting ready for regionals. And then the week after that was going to be NEQs. And we had to go to
Right.
That was just like, it was like a light switch.
I feel like if we didn't have this, I feel like we probably would have been successful at NEQs. Like if we weren't constantly laughing, I feel like we'd be very successful.
I was so ready to get a bid. I was like,
I know.
It was.
Even if we weren't going to get a bid, I was still excited to play. Regionals is like one of the most fun tournaments because there's like so much at stake, and NEQs too. And the competition is really high.
Plus, NEQ was going to be in Philly. I wanted to go back to Philly because that was so much fun.
Right. Because Sophia,
do you remember the crates?
Yeah. Those are good.
Did you go to like some kind of shack last time?
Yeah, no, there was like
No,
it was like this underground like marketplace.
Yeah, the
I
market.
remember. It
I
was
was
really
like, I want maple syrup on mine, and he was like, no, and he didn't give it to me.
I know. He was like, "You don't want that. You don't want that."
I was like, okay, I guess I don't. No, but it's like those little memories and those fun experiences that we like carry with us. Even if it's like beyond playing volleyball, it's the moments in between when we're like hanging out in the hotel room in Deja. We got that huge pizza.
That pizza was so big.
It was so big.
Scary.
And there's just those experiences that I really miss too, even if it's like, of course I miss the volleyball, but I also miss the moments in between.
Right.
That you don't even like think twice about in the moment. But like I was talking to my mom, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to the movies and like get some popcorn and sit down and like actually watch it in the theater. So it's like the little things, how you were saying, Deja, I just want to go out and eat in a restaurant.
Right?
So this is my last question. How has the pandemic taught you something new about yourself? So how are you going to take away from this?
That it's okay to not be around people 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
And
Yeah.
you need some alone time to find yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Kind of like starting to be okay with just being with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From this, I could probably take away being accepting of who you are as a person, because we spent so much time either with our family or by ourselves. So you kind of have to learn about yourself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of just, you kind of have to accept this is how I am. But yeah, basically just accepting who you are and learning to be okay with yourself. Like, you don't have to learn to love yourself in this such short period of time, but at least to be okay with who you are.
I was so stressed about college and grades and volleyball even too. And I think having a little break, I could really reflect on what's really important to me. I've always been really stressed about the future, getting into a good college, making my parents proud, the whole spiel. But I think now it's like, I just need to find what makes me happy. And that's kind of what I've just been doing. So, yeah.
No, absolutely, Makayla. I really do feel that because it was such like an intense time at school for me. I was so like swamped with all of my work. And I kind of, with this whole time, been able to take a step back and kind of refocus on the things that are important to me. And I was so caught up with, keeping my grades up, and that's so important. But I was almost too zoned in on it that, like, the difference between an A+ and an A was like really important to me.
Oh yeah.
It was almost perfectionism to the worst degree.
Yeah.
And I was able to kind of take a step back from that and realize that there's other things in life beyond that
Right.
I need to start to take advantage of and kind of be grateful for and rewire my perspective on things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's obviously there's tons of negatives, a lot of negatives that I don't think I could even begin to understand just in my situation. I think that I'm very fortunate with just being able to stay comfortable in this time, because I know that there's a lot of people out there who are really struggling. And so I think that I'm really fortunate to be in a position where the things I have to worry about are not playing volleyball.
Right.
That's a really great problem to have. So I just think that in this time, that part has also my perspective on, like, not just my life, but how it affects other people's lives too. That we're living in a world beyond just ourselves. So I think it's really great.
Yeah, we're very blessed.
I love you guys. Thank you for doing
We
it.
love you too. I love and miss you all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.